there's a culture of selfishness. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of women see a child as theirs. In this day and age, they see the child. They don't see the child as ours. They see the child as theirs. And the fact that you were saying, I can raise a child by myself, that mean it would be your child. Who else's child is it going to be? So I'm like, for an ideal scenario, that's not ideal for the child, because at some point when that child grows up, it's going to want to know who its father is, whether it's a girl or a boy. It's going to want to know who its father is. But how do you feel like telling that child, you know what, you came from a sperm bank and you don't really have a dad? He's off in the wind somewhere.
I mean, he can
better than me, because I understand that you see baby mums and you think, the whole situation is always the same. My child's dad did not want to see him unless he was in a relationship with me. So now I'm meant to be begging this nigga to come and see. No, fuck that. Why the fuck would I want that type of influence around my son? So then you're trying to tell me.
I ain't trying to tell you nothing.
No.
I ain't trying to tell you nothing.
Is it better for me? I would rather be able to tell my son, I'm sorry, you're a sperm bank. I made you on my own. This is why, rather than me have to break his heart and say, I gave your dad every opportunity to come and see you. He didn't want to come and see you. All of the responsibilities, what I'm saying, is put on the woman. Again, the little boys.
But that's a one-sided story, though. Not to be disrespectful, that's a one-sided story. I don't know if you're telling me the truth.
Saying that though, like,
I don't.
That's fine. It's an example. Then, if you don't know, if I'm telling you the truth,
because you're saying he was crazy, you were crazy. But I don't know what's going on in that situation.
Domestic violence relationships. If you don't want to believe me because I look so fucking,
we're not going there. That's not what we're trying to go.
No. There's loads of women that cannot be around the dad. They would much rather say, yeah, you came from a sperm bank. I hear that. Guarantee you.
Yeah, in that scenario, I hear that.
Your dad didn't want to fucking see you. He didn't want to come round and see you. I begged him to come and see you. How is that better or worse? I don't understand.
Coming from a man who was raised without his dad. Mm-hmm. I was raised without my dad. My mum gave my father every opportunity to see me. Mm-hmm. My father chose to fly to another country and start a whole new life there, right? I would speak to him, blah, 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 blah. You know, he would give me promises. I'm going to see you, blah, blah, blah. Never happened, right? However, I still knew who my father was. Mm-hmm. Even though he might have been whoever he was, I knew I had a dad. But raising a child that doesn't even know who their father's in the wind.
Yeah, but you can find the dad. If he chose to find his dad, I wouldn't say no. Because that's another part of him.
So, from a sperm bank, you're allowed to go and find...
Yeah, you as a sperm, when you get 18, you're allowed to.
You're allowed to go and find...
They give you the parents' profile and everything like that. Like, it's not against the law.
But only from 18, because then obviously then he has no...
But to that guy who donated sperm, it was sperm.
Yeah, but...
Do you understand? Like, he didn't have any connection to the woman who... He didn't have
I know that already.
He didn't have a connection to the... He didn't have a connection to you.
Be a part of my child's life. Like, I'm not expecting him to. But if my child wants to meet the person who helped me make them, then why not?
But your child's really potentially damaged to, like, unfixable measures by that point. And that's your doing. Because again, do what the numbers say.
No, the numbers, bro. Have you had a fucking kid?
Numbers are not always right.
What the fuck? Have you had a kid? Yeah.
63% of youth suicides are from single mother homes. 90% of homelessness and runaway children are from single mother homes.
You can't put that on the mother.
85% of children who show behavioural disorders are from single mother homes. 80% of rapists with anger problems are from single mother homes. 71% of high school dropouts are from single mother homes. 70% of youths in operated institutions are from single mother homes. 80% of all the youths that are in prison are from single mother homes. This shows that boys and girls need both their mother and their father. And I will tell you, as a father, I know from raising my son that he needs both me and his mother in his life.
Basically like this, it's like you have a child and then you say, for example, say I had a baby, had no family, I die, Susie raises my child. They're going to be missing their parent, but it doesn't mean they're going to be a fucking fuck up just because both their parents...
Yeah, but if you look at it...
But at least they know they got a parent.
Obviously, everyone's got heartache. Every single person has their own different heartache, whether it's parents, But like everyone has, you're allowed that, but it doesn't necessarily mean because you read it on fucking Wikipedia, you're gonna be a fucker.
But Didi, if you look at it,
trying to make it seem like that her kid would be a fuck up because she made it on her own.
No, it's more likely to be a fuck up.
It's more likely. She could go to Shoreditch, fuck someone who she don't even know, get pregnant.
But she shouldn't do.
You know where your argument slipped up? You said, she could have a child today, he could die, and you could raise the child, etc., etc. If you look at the statistics, which I will put in the links for receipts,
just let him land with it.
The
you're
kids.
Getting sick of the statistics. Look, you shook your head. I saw you.
The kids that go into care that end up in prison compared to normal society or to the rest of society, not normal, is astronomical. So that's a completely.
My mum was raised
the single parent to prison pipeline is a real thing.
Stop using statistics to box every child that is in care or raised in a single person household. Stop fucking doing that. It's honestly sad.
See, I think this is interesting. Wait, this is interesting because obviously the original question.
You're trying to push that narrative.
But the original question.
Just because you came from a single parent household, it does not mean 1 out of 10 that you're going to be a wrong one. Let people.
But
live.
It does though.
But statistically, it does. If that's what the statistics says, then that's probably.
But this is what's feeding into this culture.
I'm doing alright still.
You know what I'm saying?
You can check my bank balance. I'm doing okay still.
You could have been 9 out of 10.
I could have been. I was close to it. I was close to it. Plus, many of my guys are in jail because of it.
I was close to it too.
My parents in Kent, and I've got into more shit than the bitches in London have. I had both my parents stop using that as an excuse. It's not an excuse.
The exception to the rule doesn't make the rule.
How they do.
Tell them again, Charlie. The exception to the rule doesn't mean the rule doesn't not exist. The reason why you're bringing statistics is because you're talking about the majority of things that go down a certain line. Yeah, it doesn't mean that the minority of things don't go down another line, but the majority of the time, more than likely, it's going to go a certain way. So we're trying to stop. The reason why
kids on their own.
We're trying to stop again.
Why is it becoming common? Basically,
Well, they're setting the culture around it because again, with what the stats show is that, like you said, single parent homes is like a direct route to jail. We can see that correlation. Do you get what I'm saying? So why are we so adamant on pushing this culture? Why is it so normalized to have this culture where we know it has negative impacts and effects on society?
Sorry, guys.
I think it's relationships.
Why? But it's just like when people eat junk food. Why do you eat junk food when it causes harm to you? No.
Yeah. Relationships.
Last question is: would you date a baby mama or baby father, and why? So I'll start from you, Ed, and then we'll go around.
Would I date a single?
So for you, single, would you date a baby mum?
Never.
Why?
Reason being, because I just don't want the unnecessary baggage. I take on all the responsibility. I have to share my resources, and I don't get the full extent of what I need. So to give an example, is like raising that kid and discipline. I can't do it. I have to share my resources that could be better put to other things. I'll just be real. Yeah.
Food.
Because
it's KFC.
Money that I make goes to another man's youth, and it's not my responsibility to raise the next man's youth. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't want the unnecessary baggage. So yeah, for me, there's just no need for it. When there's a lot of this bare women who have no youth, so am I going to go for a woman with a kid?
DD, what about you?
I tend not to go for guys with kids because I think being a baby father and being an actual just a mother are different things. In terms of being a baby father, you think that you can always go back and fuck your baby mum or them types of shit. It's just type of stuff. Maybe not.
You have bare negative scenarios in your mind.
Yeah, I do.
That sounds anecdotal, that one.
To avoid.
Yeah, I hear that.
Unless certain circumstances where it is more acceptable, yes.
I hear that.
As in single father living with child type of situations, it makes more sense. But like, no, I don't.
Not a useless baby daddy, basically.
Not a baby daddy, like a in and out baby daddy. If you got your kid, you're a father to your kid all the time. You ain't got time.
A good dad,
to be,
basically.
then yeah.